Group H now, we have a very interesting matchup. We have Latin America North going up against Asia Pacific East with Entitiy against Kumu. Left side we have Umbreon, Inteleon, Dodrio, Blastoise, and a Clefable. Right side, Leafeon, Eldegoss, Slowbro, Ninetales, and a Venusaur. A lot of people have Entitiy as one of the dark horses of the tournament. So let's see how this is going to be the first game of this tournament. Let's see how they can perform, if they can show why people are excited for them as well. Game 1. And Inteleon again, now being picked. Inteleon just keeps on being picked and just doesn't win games, but I don't think it's Inteleon's fault, I have to say, that these games are being lost. We have Reggie on the left side with that Dodrio. And we're going to have the Clefable. Going to help out on this red buff right now. We're going to take it. There we go. Going over to the jungler Pokemon. Actually giving over to Clefable. Red buff on Clefable is not all too useful. On the other side, we have Eldegoss with that red buff. It's going to be much, much more useful. And Hitman already taking a lot of damage down here. Has to take a berry quite early on. Slowbro and Ninetales, pretty aggressive early lane. 2 range attackers with good last hitting. And we might have the first KO. Watergun's being charged up. That's first KO. Going over to the team of Kumu on the right side. Slowbro laying on the belly. It's going to heal up as well a bit again. And Dodri's going to join towards Spot Path now. Is it going to be Drill Peck? Looks like it's going to be Drill Peck or Try Attack. It's going to be the Drill Peck. Steals away in Entitiy. And now, but Ninetales, but just going for this Umbreon right here. Umbreon has to run away. Focus Band is procced. And Umbreon not quite on level 4 yet. Needs a bit more experience. Drill Peck going in. Only on one Swablu. Bit of a mistake there by Reggie. Misses the Drill Peck onto the Altaria, onto all the white Pokemon. Only getting one Swablu with them. Going back to the center area now. Eldegoss might be looking for invade right here. But I don't think it can win against Dodrio necessarily. Drill Peck into the bush. He's going to just try to do it very fast. And there we go. Secured by Dodrio. And another Solar Blade. Oh, there was a lot of damage coming down onto the Clefable. No basic attack will do it. And Eldegoss gets the KO. Gets stuck in the meme look. But gets the KO with those basic attacks after the Solar Blade. So 2 KOs already for the Asia Pacific East team of Kumu. And now we have the Altaria spawn in mid. Reggie going for the Drill Peck into the jump kick. Is dropping a bit low. Gets the hit there by the Solar Blade as well. Has to jump away. And barely gets to safety. 31 to 0 points. What can Entitiy do right here? Dodrio with no stacks yet. Because they have 0 points scored. It's going to try to go for the first stack right here. Leafeon is around, looking with the Solar Blade for a face shake. But jump kick into the Drill Peck. Nice shake button away to keep Leafeon alive. Goes in with the Leaf Blade, Solar Blade, doing a lot of damage actually. And he's going to stop all of them from scoring. Wonderful defense. Another Solar Blade comes down. Almost getting a KO. Wonderful defense there. But on the bot path, we have also Kumu going in for the score right here. Setting the goal to 1 point already left. Great early game from the Asian team. Another Leaf Blade, Solar Blade. He's just holding 1v3. Lance is doing an insane job, but he gets a KO into the Wartortle. He's insane. Another Solar Blade into the Leaf Blade. He's winning 1v3. He's looking for another Solar Blade. He gets a double KO into the Ignite move. Looking for the 1v3 triple KO. Lance, are you serious? Wow. And he's going to fully stack his attack with as well now. He completely smokes Entitiy. Wow. That was one of the best goal defense I've ever seen in a 1v3. Wonderfully played by the Leafeon. Perfect Solar Blades, perfect Leaf Blades. Very, very impressive. Going for the Regieleki now. They're going to secure it. Boost auto attack of Venusaur. Does get it. And they're going to try to go for the school push now. Solar Beam is going to land. Venusaur has Unite move up. Going for the Sludge Swamp here. Leafeon diving in with that Unite move. Looking for the KO and he's going to get Inteleon. Obliterates him. Venusaur Unite move. They're going to catch another Solar Blade as well. Smacks on Umbreon. That's 4 KOs. For Kumu, and it's going to be 40 points. I can do 9 more. And the 40 points. Venusaur waiting even a tiny bit longer. To make sure that those Entities on the top left spawn even later. And that is rough right now. Dunks it in now. And that's 244 points for Kumu. Up against his 33. Damn, wow. That Leafeon, very impressive. I have to say, very, very impressive. Very far ahead now, level 11 for Venusaur, level 10 for level 11 for Leafeon. Highs on left side are level 9. So, Dodrio not hitting level 10. It's going to take a lot for Entitiy to come back into this game. And Inteleon just maybe losing another game. Where's Kumu from? Asia Pacific East. Are they Philippines? I think so. Yeah, they're Philippines, yeah. It's Philippines against, I think, Mexico. Very interesting matchup, for sure. That's a very interesting matchup. But so far, Kumu seems very far ahead. Looking for the defense again right here. Doesn't have, he does have Unite move, doesn't want to use it though. CrisHeroes does use Unite move to here. They're going to try to go, but he dodges the Blast with Unite with his own Unite move unstoppable. They're looking for the Carol, and Knight has also Unite move, and they're going to get 2. They're going to get maybe 3 as well. Knight has actually is going to live with the Edgar's healing, and they're going to get 3 KOs again. For Ninetales now. And leave him with a wonderful Unite move. Ninetales living on 1 HP. Kumu's playing a incredible game so far in their opening match. Actually, I think they've played already, right? Did one of these teams already play? I think one of them played against Uyasumi Makro, right? Was it Kumu? I think Kumu lost against Ayus. Yeah, Kumu did lose against Uyasumi Makro. They're in the same group. So, this group only has 3 teams. And if Entitiy loses this one, it's already going to be quite rough. They have to just, after this, if they lose this, they have to beat Uyasumi Makro to have a chance to continue. But of course, this game, still 4 minutes to go. There's still 1 Rayquaza to go through. Acrobatics coming through. Like, trying to do some damage right here, but can't quite find it. It's a pretty difficult game for Entitiy. Ninetales and Venusaur kind of outrange it. And then also Leafeon kind of one-shots it, so gotta be very careful. Lance going on to Dodrio again, the Speedster matchup on top. Currently, of course, in favor of the Leafeon. And now the Regieleki is spawning, dropping down to half HP. Can Solar Blade see the way he's going in with the Leaf Blade into Unite move into Solar Blade? Doesn't quite have enough damage. Ninetales from the side. Doesn't have enough damage either to get any KOs. Venusaur kind of whiffing, but it's going to hit the Dodrio in the end. Gets 1 KO. And Tino is going to recoil. And Regieleki will be defended. Leafeon is going to score 49 points. Just bad. No, he got disrupted in the last second. He's actually going to get taken down. Bit of a mistake there. And they got taken down. Oh boy. Alright, 244 to 52 points. Entitiy need a lot right now to come back into this game, but they got some comeback experience there. They got now level 12 on Entitiy, level 12 on Blastoise, and level 12 on the Dodrio. So, Peru won? Alright. But they only showed the second game then, right? They didn't show the first game on the B stream. Right, guys? Did they mess up? They only showed the second game, right? 30 seconds now before the double time is going to hit. And there's another Reggie on board path. And we do have Kumu going for it. It's going to be Regice. Bit of more healing, which is always quite nice. Who doesn't like more healing? Going to sustain through poke of the Entitiy. We do have an Entitiy in position for this Rayquaza maybe to just burst it down. And Kumu is giving up free space right here. And they're just going to go for it. Yeah, they're just going to burst it down. Kumu is way too late for this. Slowly Night goes on to the Entitiy. Going to try to burst him down. Leafeon from the side. Donks him on the head. Blastoise with a huge jam move. Then Leafeon Unite. And who's going to get it? The left team gets it, but there's only Blastoise left. And he's going to get taken down. And that's for sure going to be game. That's a complete ace wipe. Even though Entitiy gets the Rayquaza, they get wiped off the map. Actually, it's not quite over yet, though. It's not over. There's going to be... Okay, no, it's not over yet. There's going to be 1 minute 30 of game time for Entitiy to look for a push. Because Kumu actually couldn't score any points with this. And there's still 2 tier 1 golds up. So now it all comes down to the defense. Entitiy can farm Unite moves back up. They still have Umbreon and CrisHeroes Unite move. And they can maybe farm some others back up. And this game could be very intense. Oh boy. This could be very, very intense. The Ninetales trying to check to which lane they're going to go. 1 minute to go. 4 members here on top. Umbreon is alone on bot path. They're going to look for the push now. Blastoise is going in forward. There's only 2 defending right now, so Blame is gonna come soon. They're gonna get Clefable without even using Unite move. Huge mistake there by the Entity 7 support. But Venus was also taken down. And Liquidation is almost gonna get Eldegoss. 2 members down now. They can actually score points, but here, Slowbro comes in from the side. Looking for the Dory. He's gonna start basic attacking him. What does Spot Spin there? Can they take on the Slowbro is the question. They still need to score a lot of points. Only 33 seconds are left. Can they take on the Slowbro? Liquidation comes through. Unite move off Entitiy is there. They're gonna start basic attacking, and they finally get him. Jump kick comes through. Dory can't afford to die. There's gonna be 100 points going in. Can they score another 100 points already going forward? I think they can win this game. They're going to win this game. Entity 7 turns the game around, and they're going to score more points right here. Another 100 points go in, and Entity 7, they make the push happen, and Kumu struggle on the defense. And they're actually going to win. No way. Those tier 1 goals are going to be the end. GG's to Entity 7. Draft for game number 2, and we have an Azumarill for Kumu with a Dodrio, Hooper, Ninetales, and a Lapras going up against Inteleon, Zoroark, Buzzwole, Umbreon, and an Eldegoss. I don't know what Azumarill is going to do right here, but yeah, first Azumarill of this tournament. Muscle, Scope, and Attack Weight. Let's see what this Azumarill can do. It's going towards top path for Lance. Kumu had an insane first game, but just barely lost in the last 2 minutes there. Losing Rayquaza even though they aced them. Losing to that push. Reggie on the right side with that Zoroark is going to head over to the red buff. It's going to claim it, try to get to level 5. And it's going to take the entire jungle rotation for both speedsters on both sides. Lapras being very aggressive already. Surprised to see Lapras still being allowed in this tournament with how many games it has won. And Ninetales looking for level 6. Also, Ninetales, of course, looking quite good in this tournament too. Doing lots of in team fights. Reggie heading towards bot path very fast right now. Looks like he has Float Stone. Looks for the feint attack. Looks for the feint attack, but didn't quite chain it properly. Is going to lose out of it. But the eject button to safety was enough anyways. Reggie looking again for maybe the next engage. Umbreon getting a score and getting to level 4. Dory is here, but Reggie just running away. His teammates might be dying right there, but turns around. And Umbreon on level 4. But 4 members there on bot path. For Kumu. Looking to already take over again. Zoroark looking for the engagement, but Umbreon just gets caught and just gets taken down. Getting stuck in the avalanche. Can't get away. Reggie engaging onto the Dodrio, looking for the feint attack, and he does so. He's going to get it off. And he gets the KO onto Dodrio. The Speedster duel gets won by Reggie. And it's going to be huge in this early game. That's going to be the main matchup in this game. It's going to be the Zoroark against the Dodrio, I would say. And he's able to win this early game for now. It's going to pick up red buff, it's going to pick up blue buff, get to level 7. And then look towards bot path to gank again with that Shadow Claw that he's going to have. Orangutan wins both of their games with Exoclan with a final game score of 780 to 86. Orangutan destroyed Exoclan. I mean, I think that was to be expected, most likely. Pain attack goes in. Going for the pain attack, and Hooper also getting down again. Hooper getting taken down. So Orangutan is 2-0 against Exoclan. Puts them at 1-0 in the group stage. Then the same group as Nouns Esports. So important for all us Europeans. Nouns is also starting their game soon. But not quite yet. Dodrio now jumping forward. They're going to try to look for this goal push right here. Kumu is only Umbreon left, and they're going to Blizzard Avalanche it. But on the same time, Entity 7 is going for a top push themselves, and they're going to score a lot of points. Both teams exchanging goals. 83 going right here. But actually, they're going to break the goal. Entity 7 did not break the top goal. Didn't have enough points there. Go for the goal break. Going to try to go back in now. And they're actually going to break the goal now. And the cameraman is again a bit too slow. Feint attack's going to go in. And he's going to try to go for the Unite move as well onto the Hooper. He's going to take down Hooper. Try to lose it away. Lances on the chase, but can't quite catch this fast Zoroark, who just speeds away with that Unite move speed. But Kumu is going to get a free Reggie on bot path. And now Regieleki will be taken by Entity 7 though. Looking much better than the first game. Have a bit of a small lead, but not too much. The game is quite even. Azumarill level 8 as well now. Has Unite move, Dodrio has Unite move as well. And they're gonna try to clear this Regieleki. Has to be careful with the drip pack a tiny bit. Do not break it. Reggie goes in now on bot path, but he's gonna get caught by the Ice Beam. And Blizzard Avalanche just taken down. A bit too over aggressive there. Steven has nowhere to go as well. Double KO for the Lapras. 3 KOs for Kumu. And they're going to try to maybe look for a top push now. Zuma is going to go in. It's going to score 30 points for free. And that puts Kumu into the biggest lead in this game yet. We have Hitman. Has to be careful, right? He might get run over by the Perish Song. One more Perish Song doesn't even have damage now. The execute threshold was not quite met. But almost. Top path. We have Hooper taking down the Zorak. And now the Asia Pacific East team is starting to ramp up again in this game. And Entity 7, of course, still quite even. But Kumu is now fighting the KOs and finding the points. Buzzword taking over red buff. Actually, they're just kind of both fighting for it. Buzzword still needs to get to level 11 as fast as possible. But Zorak, of course, is currently the main carry of Entity 7. So once also level 13, Shadow Claw Plus is very important for you to have. Neither team really looking for anything right now. It's kind of risky going for a push, because in 10 seconds we have both objective up. They're actually going to engage on, but Lapras is going to turn around. He's going to just kill the Entitiy almost, but Drill Pick comes through. Entitiy goes down. Can Reggie take down the Lapras? Nah, it's just way too tanky. He goes into Night Mover, so he's going to at least take down the Dodrio. But this Lapras just looks absolutely unkillable right now. 2 KOs for Kumu, 1 KO for Entity 7. And this fight's going to keep breaking out on bot path. The cameraman again is completely confused as Umbreon goes down on the left side. Another KO for Kumu. And they're going to go for this Reggie Rock now. They still have Hooper Unbound ready as well. But Entity 7 can't even contest it. Reggie Rock goes down. Free objective. And Nighthead also takes down the Zorak. Again, just looking great for Kumu in the second game as well. Superpower goes in. I mean, they were dominating the first game completely. This Regieleki is just going to walk in though and break the goal. Edgar is flying up for some reason. Using the Night Move right there. I mean, yeah, I'm not sure about the Night Move. Seemed a bit just too scared or there, or like, I don't know. Something spooked him. Flies into the air, maybe thinking that he wants to defend this Regieleki and then realizing, oh, the goal is at 10. It's actually fine if it just walks in. Lapras now hitting level 11 for Perish Song Plus. As always. After level 11, Lapras, after every single Perish Song, gets a boosted auto attack, which allows it to heal a crazy amount and also do a lot of more damage. Going now into Zorak, Reggie really can't find anything anymore. Reggie just keeps going down. And just can't do what he did in the early game. This Lapras just stands there. And just doesn't care. Pace tanks everything. Haven't seen much of this Entitiy either. And right now, is Entitiy like... It's actually insane how many games Entitiy just loses. Quite insane to see. Alright. 1 minute to go for double time. Last game, we just saw Entity 7 just straight up going for the Rayquaza on spawn. I don't think they're going to do this game as well again, because they're not too far behind. Might just look for the team fight instead. But experience-wise, Dodrio is level 13. Highest one in the game right now. Ninetales also hitting level 13, getting that last plus move as well. Azumarill also very close to level 13, so across the board, Kumu does have a level lead. How many games have Entitiy won? I have no idea. Like, almost. I'm not sure. Just a few. It probably has like a 10% win rate or something. It has to be super low. EAG won 1 game with it. True. Yeah, Hostler, maybe it's won like 4 or 5 games maybe. We haven't seen all the games though, so we can't really tell. There's a lot of games we haven't seen that were not broadcasted, so. Alright, double time is setting now. Regieleki will not be taken. 3 level 13s on left side. 2 level 13s on the right side. Again, they're very close in experience. Only 1 level difference right now. Across the board. And it's gonna go for this Rayquaza again. They're gonna start bursting it down slowly. Or start poking it. Doju is on the right side. Looking maybe for the engage. Azumarill also flanking around. Kumu's currently in a very good flanking position. But so is Reggie on the Zorak. See if he can maybe catch out the Dory. Dory getting engaged on now. Dory dropping very much HP. Has used the number already. The cameraman! Cameraman! What are you? I'm so tilted by this cameraman. It's absolutely incredible. Zorak now diving in. Looking for the feint attack. Up against Dodrio. It's very close. He's going to get 9 hits at least. In the end, Eldegoss is going to fall. And Azumarill on this backside is looking for Entitiy. It's going to smack him down with that final Aqua Tail. And we have also Buzzwole. getting taken down here by the lab press. This fight is very chaotic, but who's actually winning it? It's a 2-for-2 so far. People are going to respawn and going to refight. We still have Kumu with that point lead. It's just so slow at moving the camera around as well. Like, I just don't understand. Looks like some people might be refarming their Unite moves and go for another fight. 50 seconds left. Entity 7 are behind. They have to do something. But they can maybe just look for a tier 1 goal push again. If they just go for this bottom left tier 1 goal and try to fight there and win it and score 1 point or like 100 points, they're actually going to win. About 35 seconds left. They're wasting a lot of time right now. Zorak actually is going to go for Rayquaza and he's going to straight up go for this Ray. Going to dive in onto Lapras, but Lapras to tank it. Dorio is actually getting taken down. Acrobatics across the wall. Zorak into Unite move. He gets taken down right before something happens. They're going to try to just burst on this Rayquaza right now. 19 seconds left. It's getting low HP. Edigos are flying up and Edigos doesn't get it. It goes over to Kumu. And they're able to secure the Ray. That's going to be another 1-1. We head into a third game. Game number 3. Kumu again. Thinking about the Azuma Ray. Are they going to lock it in? No, going for Blastoise instead. With Umbreon, Clefable, Ninetales, and a Zoroark. Left side, we have the double Speedster comp with an Espeon, an Edigos, and a Trevenant. Not sure which comp I like more, but I do think I like Kumu's team comp more. I think this could be an insane Zoroark game. This is one, I think this is a very easy game for Zoroark if he plays it well. Not many counter picks on the left side that take control over it, so I think it all comes down to how the Zoroark is going to play. I do think he has an easy time. There we go. This is pretty much whoever loses for this one is out of this tournament. So very important as well again for either of these teams. Well, actually, no, if Entity 7 loses this, they can still win against Sugiyasumi Macro. And then we have a 3-way tie, or like a 2-way tiebreaker, I think. So, yeah. But, or we're gonna have a 3-way tiebreak actually. So, yeah, depends on who wins this one though. If Kumu loses this one, they're out. And then Entity 7 will play Sugiyasumi Macro for the group win in Group H over here. Top here, the Clefable actually looking for an invade. Trying right here, but it's actually I'm not sure what the Clefable was trying to do. It's going to get stuck to the red buff now. And it's going to be first kill of the game. Going over to the Eldegods with that red buff. Not sure what Clefable was trying there. I guess was looking for the invade, but quite unlikely when an Eldegods on the mid team. There's the Feint Attack going in now. Looking for the final Feint Attack, so he's going to find it onto the Eevee. Eevee looking for the KO, but no, Lance also gets this KO. That's 2 easy ones. Oh my god, the Drip Hack almost getting the KO, but just not quite. But 2 easy KOs there for Kumu. And again, I think the Zoroark is going to have the time of his life in this game. It should be quite straightforward. No big counters on the left side. No mean look. No point and click stuns. You know? So. And they're also quite squishy. They have 2 Speedsters and an Espeon, so they're very easy to take down. No double defender shenanigans, no gravity. Looking for the last hit here, another Psyshock. Kumu is from Philippines. Philippines team. Meanlock's going to land, and this Trevenant is for sure going to go down. Very fast Feint Attack there. Good luck maybe for the next one as well. Kudon is almost back up. Drip Hack is around, so just be a bit, tiny bit careful. Not to go too deep. And of course wants to stack maybe this attack rate still, but they're actually gonna play quite safe. Going for the Metataria, gonna clear this up. Almost level 8 already for the Zoroark. He has insane lot of experience. Going for the dive as well. Dori's in the bush right now, but the Shadow Claw is gonna stop the sprint gauge, and he's gonna jump very deep. He's gonna get the KO. Leafeon going into the Ninja Doll, not doing all too much. Feint Attack goes back into the Shadow Claw. Oh, but can they get the KO into the Zoroark? He's very low in HP, but he barely gets away with that Shadow Claw. Has to start staying around the Moonlight to start healing up. Is going to do so. And he's going to just dive back in. Shadow Claw, Feint Attack, but he's going to miss the Feint Attack. As Leafeon gets away, but gets taken down by the Water Spout, Rapid Spin. Doesn't matter what Drip Hack is back there. Oh, but he's going to get away. But no, nice jump kick there. Good kill by Reggie. Jump kick, Drip Hack onto the Zoroark. Over extended a bit too much. Jump kick across the void. Drip Hack goes in as well. Looking for the Wartortle. Doesn't have enough damage though. And of course, the Wartortle also is unstoppable. It's gonna be another 3 hours? No, it's not gonna be. It's gonna be another like 5 hours. We're not even halfway done. We are not even halfway done, my guy. And we have been here for 5 hours. So it's gonna be like 6-7 hours more of games, most likely. Zoroark going in now. Diving onto the Trevenant. Blizzard Avalanche is there. Zoroark Unite was there, but left side gets a Drip Hack. Is able to secure it for the side of Entity 7. And they're gonna look for maybe the push onto the goal as well. No, they get 1 KO onto the Umbreon on top of the Reggie. And that is huge. They have yet to score a single point, but that was very, very important for Entity 7. Leaf played back out. Zorok is going to score more points. Dives back in onto the Eldegoss, but there's a Blastoise as well going down. They're going to take down Dodrio. Water Spot, Rapid Spin. Leaf has nowhere to go, looking for the KO at least. But Ninetales using Night Move is going to get the shield as well from the Night Move to live. Zorok diving in with the Feint Attack. Going to take down Eldegoss for double KO. And it's going to look for Espeon next. Shadow Claw, Feint Attack, Shadow Claw, Feint Attack, and triple KO. Easy peasy. As I said, he's going to have the time of his life in this game. I feel like a lot of teams have been out-drafting themselves this tournament. At least it feels like it. Looking for the push onto the top goal now for Kumu. Treven with the Horn Leech is going to try to get some Altaria. Is level 9 as well now. But he gets comboed into the Blizzard Avalanche. But is going to make it out. Clefable is walking up, is going to break the goal. Drew up the space a tiny bit. Gravity goes down, but Clefable pays for it with its life. Now Entity 7 can go for this. Regieleki, but oh no, Zorok is caught by his Unite Move. Still gets 2 KOs anyways. It does so much damage by dying. No, 3 are down, 4 are down. It's all down to Espeon. Last person standing for now gets comboed against the one. That's an ace. That is an ace, and they can score 44 more points onto the second goal. Oh, Kumu aces, Entity 7. Bit of a buffer there on the video, but it's fine. Regieleki up on top health. And Kumu is going to start it up. 5 minutes have passed. They have a very solid 201 point lead. Zorok is on level 12. Gets it with the final Feint Attack. Woodhammer almost getting there and gets stealing it. And now Trevenant is going to go down. The Horn Leech back out, but has nowhere to go. Comboed against the wall. Dodrio though gets stuck in the gravity, but he finds a huge jump. He gets 1. He gets maybe almost 2. But no, he just gets bursted down in an instant afterwards. You know, the push comes in. Meanlook is going to land. Zorok diving deep. Is going to get Espeon. Regieleki is going to walk in. And they're going to break the goal as well. NT7 again. Just getting completely slaughtered right now. By Kumu. Water Spot, Rapid Spin. Trevenant also is going to fall next. Oh my. Altaria now being taken. And this is again Kumu's game to lose, pretty much. They're so far ahead right now. It's pretty much on them to lose this one. NT7, they have to find a miracle. Blastoise is going in, he's going to get Espeon actually. Looking for Trevenant. Next Trevenant gets Regirocked into the ground. That is not what Entity 7 was looking for. Dying to the Regirock. 3 KOs down. Tripack though again. Reggie is going to get the Regirock at least. I guess it's in his name to get these Reggies. But 4 members down. Eldegoss also getting sliced down by the Zorok. 5 members down. Another 5 KOs for the side of Kumu. Who just can't control the Zorok. They just can't. They have no tools to deal with it. So what are they supposed to do? Go for Ray, I guess. Which I'm pretty sure we're going to see them just straight up going for Ray. But again, these tier 1 goals being up could again be just absolute pain for Kumu. They have been so far in the first game at least, that these first goals were still up. Regieleki spawning in 10 seconds. And both teams just fighting right now. There's an actual engage happening, but Zorok's going to miss the Feint Attack, has to run away for now. He's going to lose the illusion. One Spot, Rapid Spin doing a lot. Another Feint Attack is going to miss. And he's going to hit by a Psyshock. Can they actually take down Zorok? He's going to try again, but eject button Psybeam is not going to hit. Another Psyshock. Meanlook locking down the Espeon. Making sure no more chase is going to happen. Zorok actually missing some Feint Attacks there quite easily. Regieleki now being attacked. But the fight's actually breaking out. This could be the Rayquaza fight already. Trevenant dropping value on HP. Zorok's looking for the engaged. Drip Pack is going to miss. He's going to get Beanlooked as well. Has to be careful. Is Zorok going to take this bait? He does not go for it. Rayquaza now spawning in just 4 seconds. And you can see NT7's ready for it. Zorok actually running around. Yes, though, the NT7 likes to flip Rayquaza. Has to be careful not to just be too far away from the fight. He's going to look for the flank. Leafeon might be face checking. Doing a bit of Solar Blade damage, but not all too much. There's the Meanlook landing onto Espeon. Zorok looking for the engage. But there's even going down the back in the town on Zorak. Zorak low on HP. But he's gonna go back in with the feint attack into the night move. What is he doing? Almost getting taken out. Clefable trying to save him. Dodrio diving very deep into the drill pick. Can he take down Zorak is the question. No, he can't. Barely gets away. That was so weird. I don't know why he went back, but it actually works out in the end. They're gonna go very deep right here onto the blasters. Can they blow him down? He has Unite move. He's gonna knock up Espeon and Eldegoss at the same time. And Espeon trying to run away, trying to peel, trying to just live, but gets taken down by the Umbreon. 3 members now down of Entity 7. And they're going to be running out of time. They are running out of time. Kumu can now even pressure some backcaps. Entity 7 pretty much leads track fast right here. But it looks pretty rough. Zorak looking for a backcap. 55 seconds. They have to brute force themselves in. But there's an Umbreon just standing here. We have to get through this Umbreon, which is very, very difficult. They're gonna let Hitman though actually do it. Minlock is gonna go into Espeon and Espeon is just caught. Espeon is trying to walk into Ray, but it's just way too desperate of a move. Zorak looking for the KO to leave Yonu. Does have Shinjiro, but actually Rayquaza is dropping low HP now. It's getting very low on HP. Who's going to get this one? Reggie's trying to secure it, but it goes over to Dodrio. Reggie secures the Ray as well. But do they have enough points? They're going to lose 2 shields right here. 2 members are down as well. They only have a shield on Eldegoss left, and Eldegoss can't score enough points alone. Is going to try to pick up some more. Needs more than 100 points still, though. Trevenant trying to run away. They just have to defend against Dodrio now, but Night Hits does take down the Dodrio. They lose Ray. But we have Philippines now beating Mexico. Neither team is out yet, though. It all comes down to Entity 7 against Yasumi Makro now. Who's going to win that one? But for now, Kumu's going to take it 2-1 right here.